In 2008, Joshua Maddox was an 18-year-old guy living in a small city in Colorado. He was known for having a very carefree attitude. He was kind of a free spirit. On May 8th, he told his sister Kate that he was going for a walk as he left the house. Josh loved being out in nature and regularly went out walking around the woods by himself. But that night, when he didn't come back, that was out of the ordinary, and the family was pretty concerned. By the next day, when he hadn't shown up and they couldn't get in touch with him and they called around and no one knew where he was, they would go to the police and file a missing person report. So the police launched this massive search. As days turned into weeks, turned into months, and no one's heard from him, no one knows what happened to him, hope was fading that they were going to find him alive. In fact, hope was fading that they were even going to find his body. 7 years after Josh went missing, a startling discovery was made. A builder named Chuck Murphy had this little tiny cabin he owned in the middle of the woods, about a mile away from where Josh's family home was in Colorado. The cabin had fallen into disrepair. Now the land it was on was much more valuable than the cabin itself. So the decision was made to demolish the cabin and sell the land. And so he brings out a demolition crew. They start knocking down walls, and when they crack open the chimney, they see a body crammed in the fetal position with its legs over its head. Chuck calls the police, who come over, and they're able to identify this body as being that of Josh Maddox. The cabin had been consistently overlooked during the different searches for Josh because it just didn't look like a place anybody would go. It was like this broken down, caving in pile of wood. No one thought to actually go check it out. Chuck, the owner of the cabin, said that he was really never there. The autopsy revealed Josh had been wedged inside of this chimney for 7 years, meaning as soon as he went missing, he wound up wedged in the chimney less than a mile from his house. He had no drugs in his system, he had no trauma to his body, no broken bones or knife marks or gunshot wounds. Initially, authorities said this death was an accident, but Chuck Murphy said, no, that's not possible because I put this really heavy-duty rebar cage over the top of the chimney cap to prevent animals and other debris getting inside the chimney, and certainly a person could not have fit through there. In addition to the chimney cap that kind of contradicted this whole accident hypothesis, there were a few other significant unanswered questions about this case. The first one was there was this big wooden breakfast bar that was ripped off the wall inside of the cabin and placed up against the fireplace, and if that wasn't there, you would be able to see the underside of Josh because he was tucked up just underneath where you could see. So that means either Josh ripped it off the wall and put it in front of the chimney before going into the chimney, or he was in the chimney and somebody else broke it off and put it in front. The second big question mark is Josh's body position. His legs were over his head, so his position indicates he would have had to go into the chimney head first. It just seems counterintuitive and unnecessarily risky. Very few people, including authorities, buy this is truly just an accident, but they're lacking evidence to suggest it's something else. And so to this day, it remains an accident.